Hey John, do you know how long we've been doing these third stimulus check update videos?
I'd say it's easily been 2 months.
Yeah, we've been watching, waiting, and scouring the headlines since the new year, and we're still waiting. I think we're all tired of waiting to see how much money we're going to get in a third stimulus check, but it finally looks like the end is in sight.
Last week, the Senate had a vote-a-rama on the American Rescue Plan and the $1,400 stimulus check payments it calls for. The $1,400 checks could become a reality within the next week or two because, if you remember, that's when the enhanced federal unemployment aid runs out. Lawmakers really want to pass aid before that happens on March 14th.
Wait a minute. Did you just say vote-a-rama? What in the world is that? It can't possibly be as fun as it sounds.
No, it's just a long, drawn-out round of debating, changing things, and finally voting that lasts a long, long time. The last one happened till 5 in the morning. As if we needed politicians to take any longer to get our economic impact payments to us.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right. Let's answer your questions about the latest on the third stimulus checks, including who will qualify and when we should expect our payments to hit our bank accounts and mailboxes.
If you haven't watched our update videos before, this is the one to watch to the end. We promise it will be worth your time. So let's start with the most important question. Will we get a third stimulus check? We will be shocked if there isn't. The Democrats are super motivated to get them into our hands, and they have the majority in both houses of Congress and the White House. The House approved a $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief bill, and the Senate debated it in the really cornily named vote-a-rama.
Now you might think that's it, right? Once the voting rave is done, senators will put down their glow sticks and get our stimulus aid in the mail, right? Wrong. For a bill to become law, both the Senate and the House have to pass the exact same bill. The House sent the aid package to the Senate with a provision to increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. Now, while many of us would like that part to pass, the Senate parliamentarian said it could not be included in the bill. Senator Bernie Sanders and AOC pushed really, and I mean really hard, to get Vice President Kamala Harris to overrule the parliamentarian and pass it with the minimum wage. But that would have brought a lot of blowback.
Yeah, and even if she did, all 50 Democratic senators would have had to vote in favor of it. Several, including Joe Manchin of West Virginia, said he would never do that. That meant the Senate's version of the bill had to go back to the House to vote on. So that's what we're waiting for now.
Yeah, the minimum wage was the most publicized disagreement politicians had over the aid bill, but not the only one. There was a lot of disagreement over how much money should go to states and other provisions not directly related to fighting the coronavirus pandemic. Thankfully, one thing that was never really contested was a third stimulus check. Because it's a one-time payment and because the past economic impact recovery payments had a positive effect on the economy, everyone either supports it or isn't willing to die on the hill of going against it. So let's talk about who will qualify for it. Who is eligible for that $1,400 check? As the bill stands right now, single people earning up to $75,000 a year will receive a $1,400 direct payment. Head of households earning up to $112,500 would also qualify for the full amount, and married couples filing joint earning up to $150,000 would receive the full $1,400.
After those income levels, the amount of your check starts to get smaller, and there has been a new development on this front. The Senate has lowered the phase-out levels, after which you would not be eligible for any stimulus money. In the House version of the American Rescue Act, the phase-out limits were $100,000 for a single person and $200,000 for a married filing joint. Now those levels are $80,000 for a single person and $160,000 for couples. If you earn above those amounts, you will receive nothing.
Yeah, and another important point to follow in this reconciliation package is whether or not dependents will be included in the stimulus check. The first and second stimulus payments included money for dependents 16 years old and under. Adult dependents aged 17 to 24 were left out both times. But that could be different now, as they could be included in the amount that families receive. That's huge if it happens. It means, for instance, that a family of 4 could receive $5,600. And if you want to see exactly how much you could get based on your unique circumstances, click on the link below to a super easy to use calculator. Just input a little information and see what could be coming your way.
That amount could be huge, but to get anything, politicians have to pass that bill. Let's not forget that. And while we're waiting, we don't want to be passive. You don't have to pin your financial hopes on a $1,400 check. Look for ways you can make money on the side right now. Our video on 7 awesome side hustles you can start today and earn $500 a week is a great start.
Thanks for mentioning that, John. But let's get back to when we can reasonably expect payments. If the bill becomes law by mid-March, the first payments should be sent by direct deposit to people who already have their bank information on file with the IRS. So if you received the $600 payment around Christmas by direct deposit into your account, you could get the $1,400 by the end of March. Checks or debit cards will be mailed out to people after that. Those payments may not arrive until April or May.
Yeah, the timing on this third stimulus package is not ideal. The IRS will be smack dab in the middle of tax season when the payments go out to people, which could slow everything down. Thankfully, this isn't the first stimulus check that's been distributed, so hopefully the third time will be a charm and things will go smoothly.
Speaking of taxes, if you haven't filed your taxes yet, do it now. Unless you earned less money in 2019 than last year, you want the IRS to calculate your check off of 2020 numbers, so you have the best chance of qualifying for the full amount of stimulus aid. We submitted our taxes to our CPA several weeks ago, so we don't know exactly where we stand yet. If you file your own taxes, a service like H&R Block makes it very easy to get them done from home in an evening. Click the link below to file your return with H&R Block now.
Yeah, please do that. And if you're struggling to make ends meet right now and are looking for ways to save money while you wait for a third stimulus check or unemployment aid, watch our video on 6 ways to save money fast now. We often think more money is the only way to fix our financial problems, but finding simple ways to save is another terrific way to put more money back in your pocket. Now we are at our last question. What else is in the coronavirus aid package? In addition to the $1,400 checks, there are other important items. The bill would boost weekly unemployment benefits from $300 to $400, provide aid for small businesses, schools, and cities, and provide money for COVID testing, tracing, and treatment. While there has been plenty, and I mean plenty of debate on all these matters, we hope politicians from both sides of the aisle can work together and get something done for Americans. And there's some small glimmer of a hope and a sign that they are doing that. Republicans have long complained that there is too much in the bill that is not related to the pandemic and that there's much that they want removed. Recently, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi responded to that sentiment by removing unrelated infrastructure spending from the bill. It remains to be seen if anything else will be pulled from it, but hopefully the move is a sign that politicians will be able to compromise and finally get the bill passed. Okay, that's it for this stimulus check update video. Thanks for watching. Let us know what questions you have in the comments below and what you're doing right now to make ends meet.
If you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button so you can be notified of our new content. Keep your browser right here, and we'll see you in our next video.